Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make the Minecraft logo. I have no idea how I haven't already made this yet. If you want to make it, here's what you're going to need. You will need some black wool and some white wool. Also grab some dark green and some lime green. Also grab cyan, some block of diamond, and finally grab yourself some black stained clay. And once you have each one of those materials right there, and once you've figured out where you want to make it, I'll be making it right here, you're going to want to kick off your Minecraft logo with this sequence of blocks coming directly up from the ground. Do 1 black wool, followed by 10 white wool, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, finished off with a single black wool, and that is what you want to have for the start of your logo. 1 black, 10 white, 1 black. And once you have this is what you want to do next. So take out your white wool and do 2 additional rows of white wool directly to the right of that first row of white wool. So in total you want to have 3 rows of 10 white. Once you've done that, you now want to come all the way up to the top of the most right hand row of white, and you want to find the 3rd, 4th and 5th blocks down in that row. So that's the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th. And just place a single row of white wool extending out from those 3rd, 4th and 5th blocks, just like that. Once you've done that, you then want to take this bottom block that you just extended and go to the right of it by 3. 1, 2, 3. Then go up on top of that 3rd block by 2. 1, 2 to kind of give you this U shape. You then want to place 2 rows of 2 white underneath the middle part of that U shape to form this. Once you've done that, you basically now just want to form 3 rows of 10 white wool to the right of the right hand side of that U shape. You guys should quite easily be able to identify what I've just done there by doing that. So you just want to the right of that, well, it kind of looks more like a Y shape than a U shape now. You just want to do 3 rows of white, just like that. Very easy. Once you've done that, this is what you want to do next. So do a row of 10 black wool directly to the right of the right hand side of your M. Once you've got your row of black, you then want to do 3 rows of 10 white wool. So just do 3 rows of 10 white wool directly next to that row of black wool. Once you've got your 3 rows of white, do a row of black wool again. That's the eye taken care of. Once you've done that, you then want to do 3 more rows of white wool. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Once you've done that, you then want to come all the way up to the top of the right hand row of white, and you want to locate the 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th blocks in that row and just extend them each to the right by 1. So that's 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th. Once you've done that, you then want to take the bottom 2 blocks and extend them to the right by a further 1, like so. You then want to go down from this bottom right hand extended block by 2, so 1, 2. You then want to form 3 rows of 10 white wool directly next to where we were just building. So just as we did with the M, you just want to form 3 rows of 10 white wool just directly next to where we were just building. So just like this. And that is the N. Once you've got the N taken care of, this is what you want to do next. So do another row of 10 black wool directly to the right of the N, like so. Follow that up by doing 3 rows of 10 white wool. So that's 1, 2, 3. You then want to take the top 2 blocks, starting from the most right row at the top, take these top 2 blocks and extend them each to the right by 3. So that's 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3, like so. You then want to leave a gap of 2 coming down, so if you want, just place 2 black wool like that, leave a gap of 2 coming down, and then extend the next 2 sets of 2 to the right by 3, like that. Once you've done that, you just want to do the exact same thing again, just leave a gap of 2 where we have these bottom 2 white blocks and just extend those 2 bottom blocks to the right by 3 to form the E shape, like this. Once you've done that, you can then just fill in this little center part of the E shape, just the separation between like each of the 3 sticks of the E, just fill that in with black wool. Once you've done that, you then want to do another row of 10 black wool just going right of that E, like so. Once you've done that, take out your white wool again and do 3 more rows of 10 white wool, so that's 2 and 3. Once you have your 3 rows of white wool, you then want to take the top 2 blocks again from the most right hand row and extend those top 2 blocks to the right by 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the bottom one as well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just like that. You then want to do the exact same thing with the bottom 2 rows. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you can proceed to just fill in this center part of the C shape that you formed. So just completely fill in the center part like this. Very simple. Once you've done that, we can now move on. So once you have your C shape, you now want to add yet another row of 10 black wool. So just directly to the right, just do a strip of black like so. Followed by 3 strips of white. So that's 1, 2, and 3, like so. You then, for the next row, starting from the bottom here, just the bottom of the most right hand row, do this sequence of blocks coming up to 3 black, then do 2 white, 2 black, then 3 white, like so. It's kind of like a little mini F shape. You then, for the next row, want to do an entire row of white wool, like that. Then for the next 2 rows, starting from the bottom, do 4 white wool, then 1 black, then do 5 white wool. So just like that. And like I said, you want to do that for the 2 last rows of that letter. So once you've done it once, just do the exact same thing again. And once you've done that, you should be left with an R, which it's not a very good looking R, is it? But hey, it's an R. Once you've done that, we can move on to the next letter. So for the next letter, do a strip of black wool to the right, like that. Then take out your dark green wool and do a row of 10 dark green, like this. You then want to take the top block in our row of 10 dark green and go to the right of it by 6. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then go down from this 6th block by 9. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Then go to the left of that 9th block by 2. 1, 2. Then go up by 3. 1, 2, 3. Then take out your black wool and go up by 2. 1, 2. Go left by 2. 1, 2. Go down by 1. Take out your dark green again and go down by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then go left by 1 to connect everything together. So this is what you want to have. Once you've done that, this is what you want to do next. So just place a single dark green wool underneath this like little bridge shape that we have, this little N shape here. Place a black wool on top of this middle black wool, like so. Place a lime green either side of that single black wool, and then place 2 black wool on top of those 2 lime green, like that. Once you've done that, you then just want to take out your lime green wool and just fill in the rest of the letter with your lime green, just like this. Very simple, and that is what you want for your A, the most complicated letter. Once you've done that, we can move on. Oh, and I suppose since we're here, you might just want to fill in this little middle section, just between the 2 bottom sticks of the A with black, if you want to. If not, do it later. Once you've done the A, you then want to add another strip of black going right of that A, like so. Then do 3 more rows of white, so that's 1, 2, 3. Once you've got your 3 rows of white, you then want to take the 2 top blocks of the most right row and extend them each to the right by 3. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. You then want to do the exact same thing, just a couple of rows down. Leave 2 rows of space. Use your black if you need to. Leave 2 rows of space and then do the exact same thing. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Like so. And that is the F completely taken care of, so you might want to just fill in the rest of the F shape with your black wool just to kind of turn it into a rectangle just to make the next part easier to place. Once you've done the F, you then want to do another row of 10 black wool just to the right of it, like so. Then take out your white wool, and starting from this top block of your row of black wool, go to the right of this top block by 7 with your white. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then do a row of 7 underneath that row of 7, like so. You then want to extend these 3 middle blocks down, each by 8, so that's... Well, you don't really have to count it out, you just have to kind of just line it up with the rest of the letters. So don't bother counting it out, it's not really necessary, just make sure that it lines up with the rest of the letters. And once you've done that, you have completed your T-shape, and consequently you have fully completed the Minecraft part of this logo. If only that were the only bit of this. Once you've done that, this is what you want to do next. So just fill in the little spaces to the left and right hand side of your T-shape. Just fill it in with black wool. Once you've done that, let me just show you guys. Once you've done that, you should end up with something that should look exactly like this. The next thing that we have to do is put a big giant black border around what we've just made, and I'm just going to do that and show you guys what I mean. So you basically just want to trace along the outside of each one of your letters in a rectangular shape with your black wool, and you just want to form a big giant black rectangle. That's all you want to do to start this off. Once you've done that, you then just want to fill everywhere else inside this rectangle. Once we've finished doing it, you're just going to want to fill everywhere else inside this rectangle with black wool. So we actually have to have it before we do any colouring in, so bear with me. There's not an actual bear with me, I'm saying just wait a second. Almost finished. Nope, yep, there we are. So like that, so you just want to kind of just outline your entire logo like this with your black wool. You then just want to fill in the little sections that you may not have filled in, and I didn't do it at the beginning, and I probably should have, but I did towards the end, so I only have these couple of letters to do. I anticipated this problem, I anticipated that we'd have to fill it in anyway, so I figured why not do it as we were building. So what you want to end up with is something that should look exactly like this. We're not done though. I know that we have Minecraft wrote out, but we just have a little bit more to add. We've got a couple of tools sat on top of the Minecraft that we have yet to build. Let's do it, shall we? So move all the way over to the left-hand side of your logo and come all the way up to the top. I'm having a really hard time speaking today, guys. I have no idea why. You want to take out your cyan wool, and in line with this block that you can see here, just use this as a guideline. Can you guys see what I'm talking about? In line with this, on top of this black wool, you want to do 3 cyan coming up. So that's 1, 2, 3. Then do 3 up right diagonals with your cyan, so that's 1, 2, 3. You then want to take out your black wool and do a bottom right diagonal. You then want to, from that bottom right diagonal, do 6 upright diagonals, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then go to the right of the 6th upright diagonal by 1. Then go down by 1. You then want to do, I should have seen this coming, 6 bottom left diagonals. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You then want to take out your cyan wool and do a bottom right diagonal with your cyan from the 6th bottom left diagonal, so just do 1 bottom right diagonal. Then connect everything back together by doing 2 bottom left diagonals. So that's 1 and 2. And you also want to do an up left diagonal with your cyan wool from that last bottom left diagonal. So this is the shape that you want to have formed. This is a spade. What we now want to do is we just want to fill like the spadey section in with diamond block like this, and we want to fill the handly section in with your black stained clay. And you don't have to use black stained clay if you don't want. You can use any sort of brown. If you, for instance, prefer to use some spruce wood planks, that's completely up to you, of course. I like black stained clay. I've got a problem. That's what you want to have for your spade. Once you've got that taken care of, we can move on. So moving on to the sword, you now want to come all the way over to your C, and you want to be in line with the top left hand side of your C, so this block right here. On top of this block, place a single cyan, followed by 4 upper left diagonals, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. From the 4th upper left diagonal, do 2 bottom left diagonals, so that's 1 and 2. Then go to the left by 1. Then up by 1. Then do an upright diagonal. Then go up by 1. Then do 3 upright diagonals, so that's 1, 2, 3. Go to the right of the 3rd upright diagonal by 1. Then do an upright diagonal. Go to the right by 1. Then go down by 1. Then do 2 bottom left diagonals, so that's 1, 2. Then go left by 1, and then do a bottom left diagonal, which is basically placing a block right here to give you this shape. Kind of looks more like a scythe at the moment. Once you've done that, this is what you want to do next. So come all the way back down to the first cyan block that you placed. Going right of this cyan block, do 3 diamond, followed by 1 cyan. You then, from this single cyan that you place next to your diamond, you basically want to do up left diagonals from that cyan until you connect diagonally to where you were just building, so you want to form this shape. Once you form this shape, you now want to take out your black stained clay, and from this position right here, place a black stained clay. Then from that black stained clay, do 2 up left diagonals with your clay, so that's 1 and 2. Then do an up left diagonal with your block of diamond. Did you hear that bottle pop? That was a nice bottle pop, like this, so you want to have 3 clay, 1 diamond. You then want to take out your black wool, and you want to do this. This is probably better left, just showing you what you have to do rather than me trying to explain this. So once you've got your 3 clay and 1 diamond, you kind of just want to form this shape with your black wool. You can see that you've just kind of like turned it into a handle. You've just kind of like went around the outside of the diamond and you've just placed black around the clay. Once you've done that, to finish this off, you just then want to fill the rest of your sword in with diamond blocks. So just fill everywhere else in with diamond and you can't go too wrong. So you just want to end up with something that should look exactly like this. Very, very simple. And once you've got that taken care of, we have just one tool left to do. So once you've done that, move your way all the way over to the F in your Minecraft. And in line with the upper left hand side of your F, this block right here, you want to take out your cyan wool and place a cyan on top of this block. Then take out your black stained clay and place a black stained clay on top of the cyan. Then go left of that clay by 1. Then go up by 1. Then take out your diamond and continue going up by 2. 1, 2. Then go right by 1. Then take out your cyan and kind of just like go around the outside of the left hand side of the shape that you've just made with your diamond. So kind of just do like an L shape or a corner shape. Once you've done that, you then kind of want to make a similar shape, just kind of like below the diamond. If you guys can see what we've done there, we've kind of just added like a corner shape with our cyan just below the diamond. Then go to the right of this black stained clay by 1 with your cyan. You then want to take out your black stained clay again, and you want to go to the right of this cyan block by 1 with your clay. Then you basically want to go to the right of this diamond block by 3 with your clay, so that's 1, 2, 3. You then want to take out your black wool and do 2 black wool on top of these right hand 2 black stained clay blocks. Then, starting from this right hand black wool, do 5 upright diagonals, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go to the right of the 5th upright diagonal by 1. Then down by 1. Then do 6 bottom left diagonals, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then take out your cyan wool and go right of the 6th block by 1. Then do a bottom right diagonal. Go down from it by 1. Then left by 1. Then down by 1. This is the shape that you want to have formed, and this is just an axe, and I know that was really hard to build, guys, but look at the thing, it's kind of really difficult to explain. Once you've done that, to finish off the axe, just fill in the actual like hatchet part of the axe with diamond, and then just fill the handle completely in with your black stained clay. And once you've finished your axe, you have fully completed this logo. So that's what the axe should look like, and I can show you without the hood and the hand, I don't really need it anymore. So that is what your axe should look like. Again, I'm sorry guys for the explanation for that, but it's kind of like a... It's one of those shapes that it should really just be a I do it and then show you sort of shape. It's really easy to build, but it's really difficult to try and explain. It's really lengthy, but there you go. That's the axe, and this is what the logo should look like once it has been 100% fully completed. Let's get a good view of this in its entire glory. So this is what you want to have for your logo once it has been 100% fully completed, and that's a handsome looking logo. I like that. Again, I don't know why it hasn't occurred to me all the way up until now to do the Minecraft logo. Makes sense, doesn't it? I've done every other logo that exists. Anyway guys, hopefully you found that easy enough to make. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. And I don't know why, I've just picked up some Pokemon cards and I've started playing with them. I'm recording. What am I doing? Although I do have Mega Lucario here. Anyway, see you guys in the next video.